Hi guys. Well, I've still got a mark from my GoPro on my head. I need cushion. So that is what we call pigtails from the sander. It's left over polishing sandy marks. There you go, that was the perfect. Now we can see it really well. That's really robbing it of any clarity, gloss, wetness, and the car is smothered. So as I said, it's a Lake Country microfiber cutting pad. I'll run through the details, the ins and outs later on a different video. I don't want to bog it down too much. There's already a much better clarity. Few tiny little pigtails left, so that wants one more pass. Just to show you, I will mask up where the PPF is there. She's there. So there is a line there where the PPF look, and that was just to show you with a clean microfiber polishing pad from Lake Country and the correct compound choice. I've just polished over that and it did no harm to that edge whatsoever. Can you see that edge there? I'll polish it once more. I'll add a little bit more compound, not a lot because it's primed up now. It doesn't need a lot because there's not a lot left to do to this area. So that will be second pass. I know that'll be plenty. Obviously I'm going to double check it. Notice how I'm peeling the tape off. It's a certain method, so you don't pull up edges, transfers, stickers, PPF, or even pull really poorly painted paint off. There's a certain method, or a correct method, that's going to really reduce the problem and the issue. So I will grab the camera to demonstrate that that is now lovely and clear. There's no more sandy marks. So getting close, It has got a haze around the bulb, same as it has a little bit there, but I've hit this heavier, harder, so can you see a dullness? That's crisper. So that now needs refining. I'll turn the speed of the machine down. So I'm now going back over it. Really and truthfully, you don't have to do this if you're going to refine it. But if I was now very, very gentle, less pressure, less speed. Just to refine down, give us a cleaner look. All to do with speeds, pressures, angles. A combination of all of them is what can alter the look. So now it's clearer, it's got more clarity. So let me pick the camera back up. Now it's much clearer. So that last gentle pass, that's what's really cleared up as sort of any polishing, we call it polishing marring. So the next area, what do I choose next? That's got the same similar defects. Obviously it's going to be tricky when we get round to the inside in there. Lead over my shoulder. So we're going to wipe the area down, check it. Clarity is lovely. So I repeat, we have got a next stage still to do to this lacquer. Yes, it's paint, but I'm going to call it lacquer because obviously it's carbon with just lacquer over the top. So I think there's just check that. No, that's fine. Happy with that. I'm going to move on to a new area. So the pad I'm using is the microfiber Lake Country. It's this one. So it's that size, and it's their cutting pad. They do a one step and they do a polishing pad. So you've got one step polish and polishing and cutting. So as you can see, this is going to be the right size for getting into where that masking tape is in a scoop. So that's the next area I'm going to polish. This pad actually needs cleaning, but I'm being a little bit lazy and I'm going to need a lot of these pads. So what I'm going to do is pull it off, use a new one, and I'm going to clean the pad later. At the moment, for speed, I'm just changing this pad over to a clean pad so that it's speedier. So again, there's a couple of methods you can use for cleaning these pads. I will run through that on another separate video. So you make sure you like and subscribe and smash that bell so we'll be able to get the updates, so we can gradually, over many videos, show you how to use this sort of equipment, polishing in tricky areas. So what I'm going to do now is pull off the tape. One benefit as well of using a completely clean new microfiber pad, as long as I prime it well, I won't get any dust in. So if you use an older pad or a clogged pad, what happens is you get excess polishing dust, which normally isn't an issue. But what we don't want to do is obviously get that either dust slurry or dust sling or slurry sling in through there and make it all dusty. So yes, I could mask up in there, but I know this won't make any mess. I've primed it into this surface to make it soak in. I'm going to turn the speed down lower than normal because I know I can polish with this, and I'll demonstrate how there'll be no slurry and dust. So I've ramped the speed up now. What I do a little section, half. So some of you might think that's risky, and that edge there, the edge of this. So what I'm going to do, I've not adjusted the speed, and I'm going to turn this machine back on. And you have to appreciate it's free running. So when you push it onto the surface, it does actually slow down. So this is going to go as fast as it possibly can. I'm now hitting my hand extremely hard. Because it's not a rotary action, it's not rotating, this has very little impact on an edge. So it makes it extremely safe to go down this edge. So I'm going to wipe that area and inspect it. And yep, that is lovely and clear. And you'll be able to see the top there. I'll pull the light away, it's not too bright. And as we go down, you'll see there's a sort of buffer line, there's a tracer line there of polishing, and it's gone, and that little top half I've just polished. So then I've got to do up there still, there's still some haziness, there's actually some sanding marks. So that was extremely simple with the correct tools. I have to emphasise now, this microfiber pad from Lake Country has made the task exceptionally easy. As you saw, it was one very simple pass, hardly any effort whatsoever. Some people have said in the past I've made it look extremely easy. I actually think polishing is relatively easy. It's just basic knowledge, understanding of polishing, what can and can't be done really. Stop. Hang that back up. Wipe that down. And as I said, there is absolutely no dust. So it's almost laziness that people make errors. So look, there's no dust in there. So if I didn't change that pad or go and clean the pad and just rush the job, what that would have done when I was polishing this area here, it would have put dust all over there. Now, we're spoilt nowadays. 30 odd years ago when I was polishing and you had just a rotary And it's a big, heavy-duty rotary, very, very fast. It didn't have a forgiving working speed. We had really poor compounds, water-based compounds. It used to splatter and dry out. There was no such thing as microfiber around then, especially not in polishing pads. So it was horrendous. So we are very lucky that we have the ability now, and almost the innovation for manufacturers to now give us products that make this task. And as you see now, I'll turn the light around the other side and come around the camera. There's no mark there at all now, so it's just the top end now, top part I've got to do. As I was saying, over the years, things have really progressed. I've seen a massive progression, probably in the last 5 years, with larger throw polishing tools that are on the market. They give a much more aggressive cut from a very simple process. Then the microfiber technology, and then pad manufacturers have really embraced that we need a multitude of pads to do a task. So it's actually quite clogged now, that pad. So we have to be very, very careful that it doesn't splatter, as I was saying earlier. Now, one way I could do it, if I've got a polish down here next, it's easy enough just to turn the machine on, run the polisher along there, leave that, come up there, then come back and pick that up. So, next thing, I've got to do the same with my fingers again and use my fingers as a barrier. How far in? That's exactly what I'm doing. What I'm doing now, I'm using my fingertips, going in, my fingers there are rubbing the surface, the paint. So it's a similar thing to I was doing earlier, like this, where I've got my fingers round and I'm polishing, and I'm using my finger and hand, and I'm holding the handle here upside down. So I've got my hand in the way of the paint. I'm doing the same up here. Turn my hands round. I'll pull the camera back up a bit. And now put my fingers there, so it's a guide. So my fingers are like a machine stop, the barrier. Now I put that compound down there earlier. And pick that compound up. So I've got the speed on number 3, not completely flat out. Use this compound up along here. And I'll have to go in there next. Always inspecting the cloth for any fluff and dirt and you might have picked up as much as you possibly can. So that's nice and clear. And I've got the buffer line hologram mark down through there. I've got to now polish. Put the lead over my shoulder. I'm now using my hand and spreading my 2 fingers apart, so I don't scuff the paint at all with the edge of the polisher. And also means I can move in and now my fingers are nudging that gloss black grill. I can do that. I could literally look away and I can still polish because I've got the sense of touch. I know exactly where I'm going. A lot of common sense. Yes, it's a timely process on a vehicle like this. It will be. But a £1 million car, why would I take any risk on even a £1,000 car, let alone a £10,000 or £100,000 or £1 million car? It's someone's pride and joy. So the risks go up of obviously a car of this value, but if you have the same mentality on all vehicles, treat them all the same way, then really it is just a process and a job to us. It's not the value of the car makes the car more important. It's not at all. What's more important is we get a certain level achieved for what the customer's paying. So let's have another look in there. Probably going to have to go and clean the pads, but that's absolutely clear, crystal clear, lovely now. Loving how it's coming out so far. So up in there, let me get my camera, there's white compound. slurry. So that white compound slurry, I'm going to really struggle here to hold it. There you go. Let's see if we can capture it. There you go. So that's not an illusion. That is actually white compound. Tiny little specks, but look, if I rub it with my finger now, it's gone hard. They're coming off. So that's from McLaren. But when they've polished that area with a rotary, that's caused the splattering up in there, and it's gone up in them corners. So that's what gets hardened on and dried. So obviously I'm going to remove that now I've seen it. And then I'll carry on polishing.